up? Welcome to Cutting Up. I am your host Mac, and I want to thank you for checking out this content. I finally got one. You've been asking for months. This is the Pitbull Silver Pro from Skull Shaver. It's been months that people have been in my comment section asking me to do something from Skull Shaver. I am eager to see what the hype is about and see if this thing is any good. Let's get straight into the review. You know how I always start? I take a quick trip around the box. A nice high-end look on the front of the gray box. The Skull Shaver emblem is either hit or miss for you. It is something that is unique to them. It just tells you what it is, which is the Pitbull Silver Pro. They just give you some different angles on the side, not a lot of literature or information on the box. Doesn't give a lot away. On the outside it says 90 seconds and done. So I don't know what you're gonna get done in 90 seconds, but looking quickly on the outside of the box, it is a wet or dry shaver, as most of these tend to be, boasting that it is IPX5 water resistant. So you might not be able to submerge this, but you definitely can take it into the shower. It claims to be ergonomic, which we can kind of see just by looking on the box. The only real information I'm getting from this is that the operation time is 70 minutes, which they estimate to give you about 40 shaves. How long it takes to charge it, I don't know. As you can see, I have the Hulk Hogan hairline going on, so we are gonna put this thing to the test. I actually use these, if I have the time, I'll do it as part of a trio. And my trio consists of me getting out my trimmer, getting the hair down to maybe a buzz cut, then getting a wet shave with a fixed blade, and then finally finishing up with one of these. There is just this little one plastic wrap here. It doesn't look like this is gonna be one of those boxes that is gonna be difficult to open with human hands. You don't need any tools or anything to get open. There goes the literature. Quick guides that just tells you about some other accessories that come on here. Funny enough, one of the accessories they show is one for you to put a camera around your neck with your phone. The Skull Shaver catalog, which might be worth checking out. Here is the instruction manual. Credit to them. This is a actual manual book. It's not one of those fold out poster style instructions. Take a look at the packaging on the device. So it does come with a little seal on the top, and right away opening it up, looks like it comes with a little bag. There isn't any branding on it. It is one of those little black felt bags, but nice little touch. There is the charger. While it is USB, they did include the power brick for you. It's always a good sign when I see that. Usually the device is heading in the right direction. So extra points already. The oil for the device, kind of small, but you know, it's in there. And then we have the device itself. And the device is not as big as I thought. It is pretty compact. Now, the plug is something that is independent, so you can end up losing this. It is a 4D floating head. There looks to be a little bit of play, not much play, and you know I love these, and it's a very nice one at that. It looks like it's already indented, and then it kind of flexes outward, which usually they come flat and kind of contour inward. This one already comes contoured. Some nice little branding on each blade there. They have the Skull Shaver logo. It is a glossy black color, which makes it kind of friendly to fingerprints all over it, but it's the kind of thing that you can do one of these. You can hold it this way. I don't know if that's necessarily the most comfortable. Now, I guess if I was using this on someone else, I could see where I would want that kind of top down. I think I'm still gonna end up kind of using it this way. We'll see how well that works. First thing I want to go ahead and try to do, the disconnect of that is very simple. Just a quick turn and it's locked into place. I do want to see how the head comes apart. Oh, it's a clip system, but it looks very easy to open up and clean. I gotta say, I'm rolling with it so far. Before we break anything, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the kind of the quick guide is what I would call this. This is in color. This is a nice touch. I am going to take a quick look in the manual, and we're gonna see what we learn from this thing. So what did I gain from reading this? Well, this is a very quick read. I would say this is all covered in about 3 pages. The first illustration on here is not the best. It kind of looks like something that's been Xeroxed and then Xeroxed again. It looks like a copy of a copy. They tell you the information for the silver, which is what I have today, and also the classic and the difference there. So it looks like they might be sending out this manual with the classic and the silver, but there's not a lot of difference between the two. This one is a lithium ion battery, IPX5, water protection. That's pretty much it. The last page just gets into the limited warranty. I'm guessing if I'm nitpicking, they could have made that a different color, but it kind of makes it look a little bit more seamless. We're gonna turn it on for the first time. So it does sound powerful, but not super loud. And there are the 3 lights. The 3 LED lights, I mean, it doesn't seem to have multiple modes. It just kind of seems to have on and off. That's it. It didn't come with a nose trimmer and all of that stuff. Without further ado, let's get into the use of this and see how well it performs. So right away looking at it, I consider this to be long. This is about 5-6 days worth of growth for me. It did a pretty decent job. It's not fixed blade smooth, of course. It's nowhere close to that kind of shave, but I feel absolutely no hair tugging, no pulling, anything like that. And again, that's with a dry shave. We are gonna switch it over to a wet shave as well and see how well that performs. Still not using any kind of shaving cream. I just want to see what it can do. So if I'm being totally honest, while I'm feeling absolutely no nicking, no hair tugging, I do feel like I have to lighten up on this. If I push down a little too hard on it, I can get it to feel like it's struggling. It cuts very clean, but the power on it, I don't know, struggling sounds like such a harsh word to say, but I feel like you can hear the kind of strain that you're putting on it. So far, I can't say that I would say it doesn't make the cut. It's not weak enough that I say I don't like it, but definitely this is more of a maintenance trimmer than something where you want to really push it. If this is your first time trimming your hair, or if it's been a little while, you're probably going to want to do what I normally do, which is to trim this with like a T-shaped trimmer or something down to a buzz, and then use this to clean up with, because that's when I feel like this is going to excel. Alright, so we do have out a little bit of shaving cream to give it another run. As a wet shaver, let's see how much better this is. Okay, much cleaner glide, much less of the feel of it like struggling. It is a bit rigid. There isn't a lot of play in this right there. No, the more I'm using this thing is the more I'm seeing positive and negative. Quick shameless plug, always check the links. I have a full review for this actual trimmer. Remember, every click on YouTube counts, so definitely explore the links below. So real quick, we are already kind of buzzed this down with the T trimmer. We're gonna go in on it dry, and then we're gonna try it as a wet shaver. And then I could tell you whether I suggest if you guys should go out and cop this thing or not. If I'm being honest, Not a huge difference. It is a little better. Holding it this way is a little bit more comfortable. It is a pretty quick shave. I have one little spot left I'm going to just do on the back of the head with some shaving cream to be fair. So, what about the Pitbull Pro? Let's get into going over this thing part by part with my experience with it. First thing I have to point out is it's never a great sign if I have to think long and hard about whether or not the device makes the cut or not. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I do have to give this a little bit of thought. The reason being is it does a lot of things fairly well enough that maybe I can suggest that someone else try this out for themselves. But it does all of those things without being overly impressive. The display on it, the 3 lights are kind of useless. The device, as far as its ergonomics, might make it a little easier. I found that my best time with the device was actually just clinching down on the actual head part of the device and leaving the entire motor part out of it. To use it on myself, it isn't the most comfortable thing to hold other than kind of gripping down. The actual contouring of the 4 floating heads is pretty good, I have to say. And one of the things that it does shine very well at is the cut, whether wet or dry, no nicking, and it was fairly quick. I don't know about 90 seconds, but I definitely could see where if I need a quick maintenance, I could get through this in less than 10 minutes and do my whole entire head. This is where there is some consideration. This one mode on and off and not being extremely powerful in the silver, it works, but it's not gonna impress you. I do love the fact that it came with the power brick for the charger, even though it is a proprietary charger. I like the fact that they put a plug on it, even though the plug is not connected to the device, so it is something that you can definitely lose. I think the tiebreaker for whether or not this is going to make the cut or not is how well it's gonna work on beard hair. Let's clean up the neck with it, and then that will make or break its recommendation for me. Still no nicking. It's actually strangely, I don't know if I'm getting used to using the device or what, not struggling as much down here as I felt like it was on the skull. And this is an ironic thing to say coming from a device called Skull Shaver. Taking a look and feel on the neck. So what is my final analysis on the Skull Shaver Pitbull Silver Pro? I'm gonna say that this thing sadly did not make the cut for me, but makes the cut probably for someone else. I'll tell you why. Let's get into the good, the bad, and my recommendations. First thing is I absolutely felt no hair pulls, no nicking, no tugging from this device. The ergonomic design on it takes a little bit of getting used to, but it is pretty simple to use, easy to clean. It came with its own plug. The manual was short and straight to the point. Those are the things to really like and consider about a device like this. The reason this device did not make the cut for me specifically was the power, and how unimpressed I am. If you have a little bit softer hair texture or you're just using this as something between shaves as a quick maintenance, this will probably be enough power for you. But the fact that this just has an on and off, it was easily going to be headed towards not making the cut. Ironically, something from a company called Skull Shaver, it almost even saved itself at the end with how well it did on beard hair. This immediately made me think of two things. I have kind of soft hair, and for it to be struggling with my hair texture or for me to feel strain, it's just not really that impressive. I can only imagine if this is the silver, the classic being half the milliamp power of this, how much weaker that much feel. I am definitely willing to try to get my hands on the gold or platinum and see see if that level up in power is going to be important. Pay attention to the levels of power. That will make or break a device for you. And another thing that I didn't really like all that much about the device is there's not much play in this. So when I went to make my circles, I felt like it was kind of getting stuck. Even with the lubricant, even when I had the shaving cream or the area was wet, I still kind of felt like this is being a little bit too rigid. I'm much more used to the whole portion of the head being able to kind of actuate and move along with the shave, so when you make your circles, it's a little bit more clean. So a little bit too stiff as far as that. With that said, I am interested in your experience. Have you gotten your hands on a skull shaver? Have you gotten your hands on the Pitbull Silver Pro or anything in the line? What did I miss? I'm interested in hearing from you, so get to the comments. If you're interested in checking out this device for yourself, of course you can always check my links, as well as shameless plug for the tea trimmer of choice. Until the next time we're cutting up, stay sharp, even if you're not all that powerful, and I'll see you in the next one. For me,